One short message crossed Europe in silence, yet within weeks millions marched to die, proving history sometimes collapses not through weapons, but words quietly delivered. Most people remember World War I as an inevitable clash of empires, caused by nationalism, alliances, and arms races, slowly tightening Europe like a loaded mechanism. Textbooks frame the conflict as a gradual buildup, where tensions accumulated logically, predictably, and almost mechanically, until war finally erupted across the continent. This version comforts us because inevitability removes responsibility, suggesting no single moment, voice, or decision truly pushed Europe over the edge. But inevitability is a story told after disasters, not before them, and it hides the precise moment when hesitation ended and commitment quietly began. In 1914, Europe was connected by telegraphs, coded cables, and messengers, allowing decisions to travel faster than armies could ever move. Leaders communicated constantly, issuing reassurances publicly while privately exchanging messages that hardened positions, narrowed options, and transformed diplomatic language into strategic threats. These communications were not emotional speeches, but carefully structured messages, drafted to signal resolve, loyalty, and readiness without openly declaring war. Each message reduced uncertainty for allies, but simultaneously increased fear among rivals, creating a system where restraint began to look indistinguishable from weakness. What people rarely realize is that mobilization itself was not the point of no return. Confirmation, acknowledgement, and response were far more decisive. One specific message confirmed unconditional backing, removing diplomatic ambiguity, and signaling that compromise was no longer acceptable under any circumstances. Its wording was deliberate, absolute, and irreversible, offering support without limits while ignoring the cascading consequences such certainty would unleash. Once received, every other government recalculated instantly, interpreting silence as danger and delay as strategic failure rather than caution. From that moment, leaders stopped asking how to prevent war and began asking only how quickly they must prepare for it. There was no announcement, no applause, no visible reaction, only rooms filled with men silently, and the future had already narrowed. Mobilization schedules activated, timetables replaced debate, and political leaders surrendered control to systems designed solely for speed, not restraint. Diplomacy collapsed under its own momentum, as each state acted defensively while collectively producing the very catastrophe they feared. Millions who never read the message became its consequences, marching toward borders decided by ink, not personal choice. By the time guns fired, the war was already complete in principle, locked in by communications that allowed no reversal. This was not merely a failure of peace in 1914, but a demonstration of how modern systems amplify commitment faster than judgment. Today, messages still travel instantly, commitments are still made publicly, and reversals remain politically impossible once words are recorded. Technology has changed, but the structure remains identical. Speed rewards certainty, while hesitation is punished before consequences can be measured. We continue to believe disasters require loud beginnings, ignoring how often collapse begins quietly, professionally, and without visible panic. If one message could lock an entire continent into war, what modern communication carries consequences we still refuse to acknowledge? History never warns us before sending the message. It only shows us afterward how small decisions quietly outgrow human control.